Exploring the Mind presents How Does a Narcissist Think and Feel?
Narcissism is a complex phenomenon that manifests in multiple facets of the lives of those who suffer from it. But how does a narcissist think? What do they feel when you apply the no-contact rule? What is the thread that runs through their thinking? In this video, we will explore these questions through a detailed analysis of their behavior and their way of interacting with the world around them. After watching this video, let me know in the comments which aspect caught your attention the most. If you are new to our community, don't forget to subscribe. You can also leave us a like if our content helps you. Thank you. Egocentrism is the pillar upon which the narcissist's thinking is built. For them, the world revolves around their own person, and they are incapable of conceiving a reality in which they do not occupy the center of attention. This distorted perspective influences all aspects of their lives, from interpersonal relationships to the interpretation of everyday events. Any occurrence is filtered through their egocentric prism, where their own image and satisfaction are the only relevant variables. Obsession, paranoia, and distrust are characteristic elements of the narcissist's mental universe. They are constantly immersed in obsessive thoughts, worried about maintaining their idealized image and protecting themselves from any perceived threat to their status. This paranoia translates into a profound distrust of others, as they consider that anyone could pose a potential danger to their dominant position. This constant state of alert leads them to weave complex webs of manipulation and control to keep any hint of vulnerability at bay. The emotional world of the narcissist is marked by the absence of genuine emotions. Incapable of experiencing positive feelings authentically, they take refuge in provoking negative emotions in others as a way to validate their own power and control. The inability to connect emotionally with others leads them to use manipulative strategies to elicit the desired reaction, whether it be anger, sadness, or even hatred. Their goal is to maintain control over others' emotions, using this power as a tool to affirm their own superiority. They do not seek genuine bonds with others, but evaluate people based on what they can offer in terms of attention, admiration, or material benefits. This utilitarian view of human relationships leads them to maintain a reduced and superficial social circle, where only those who can serve their narcissistic purposes remain. The narcissist lives in constant fear of being discovered, of their facade of perfection and superiority crumbling in front of others. This anxiety is fueled by their profound insecurity and emotional fragility, generating a permanent state of alert against any signal that might endanger their idealized image. Therefore, they resort to manipulation and concealment strategies to preserve their status and avoid being confronted with the reality of their own vulnerability. When we apply the no-contact rule to a narcissist, the loss of control and power over a close person triggers a cascade of intense emotions: anger, desperation, and withdrawal that resembles the agony of an addict deprived of their drug. For them, control is vital, and when they feel threatened by the possibility of losing it, their response is a toxic combination of fury and vengeful determination. The reconquest becomes their primary mission, and to achieve it, they resort to a vast arsenal of seduction and manipulation. Aware of your neurotic weaknesses, those weak points they know perfectly, and which ironically they themselves lack, such as love and guilt, they envelop you in a web of charms and promises, manipulating your emotions to draw you back into their orbit. Seduction becomes their most powerful weapon, a game in which they are consummate masters. They know exactly what to say and how to act to awaken your deepest desires and feed your illusions, weaving an illusion of love and complicity that hides their true purpose, to regain control over you and use you again as an instrument for their own benefit. Narcissists derive sadistic pleasure from others' pain. For them, Inflicting suffering is a way to take revenge and at the same time free themselves from their own internal torment. They enjoy the power they exert over their partners, manipulating and emotionally torturing them to satisfy their insatiable thirst for dominance and control. The vicious cycle of narcissism repeats itself over and over, trapping their victims in a labyrinth of contradictory emotions, love and hate, desire and repulsion, hope and despair. For those who fall into their clutches, the path to liberation is arduous and painful, but essential to regain their own identity and break the chains of narcissistic manipulation. The mind of a narcissist has egocentric and manipulative thinking, where their own grandeur and superiority are the center of their universe. Their worldview is distorted by an exaggerated belief in their own importance and abilities, while they disdain others as inferior or insignificant. The narcissist sees themselves as essential, convinced that their life and leadership are indispensable to others. They believe that without them, others would face difficulties and could not reach their full potential. This perception feeds their constant need for validation and admiration from others. They expect their greatness to be recognized and praised, and they do not tolerate criticism or lack of recognition. Gratitude and submission are constant demands of the narcissist toward others. They consider that their actions, no matter how small, deserve unconditional gratitude and expect others to submit to their will without question. However, they do not feel the need to apologize or show empathy towards others, as their own comfort and satisfaction are all that matter. The narcissist considers themselves above social norms and expectations, believing that they are meant to be applied only to others. They do not feel obliged to follow rules or commitments unless it suits them. Their sense of superiority is constantly manifested through comparisons with others, where they highlight their achievements and abilities to affirm their dominant position. Loyalty is unidirectional for the narcissist. They expect others to be loyal to them at all times, but they are not willing to offer the same in return. Moreover, they cannot tolerate criticism, responding with anger and vindictiveness when questioned. Their genuine disinterest in others is reflected in their disdain for the lives and experiences of others, focusing solely on themselves and their own image. The narcissist uses manipulation to control others and satisfy their own needs without worrying about the impact it may have on them. They consider themselves superior in all aspects and disdain others as inferior. They associate their image with people who reinforce their own status, belittling others in the process. Envy and resentment are common emotions in the mind of a narcissist, as they cannot celebrate others' success and feel threatened by those who might eclipse their own perceived greatness. Instead of rejoicing in others' achievements, they disdain or minimize them to preserve their own sense of superiority. The narcissist divides the world into winners and losers, where they see themselves as the indisputable winners. This binary mentality reinforces their need for domination and control over others, as they fear losing their position of power and status. What has surprised you the most about the inner workings of a narcissist? I look forward to reading your comments. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and you can also leave us a like as a sign of support. Thank you.
Let us know your thoughts by kindly leaving a comment and a like. Thank you for spending time with us, and see you soon. Goodbye.